Hey folks, John Reynolds with Solomon Colors and Brickform, and today we're going to be using our poly-astic. This is our two-component 1-to-1 mix. It's a 67% solids polyurea sealer. We're going to be putting it down over this floor in here. This floor we used our Pro Dye Plus, which is a add water or acetone dye, and we did that yesterday. We've been drying out the floor for the last 36 hours to make sure it's good and dry. And now we're ready to mix this sealer up. It's very simple. The only thing you want to make sure that you be careful with is that this has a pretty short pot life. So when we mix this up, we want to be ready to seal. Okay, so we've got an A component and a B component. We're going to use two mixing buckets, and the reason I like to use two mixing buckets is that we're going to mix in one, then we're going to transfer it to another bucket, just to make sure that we have all completely mixed materials in our bucket that we're going to be putting out on the floor. So this is very simple. Again, it's a 1-to-1 mix. So if you have a smaller area, all you have to do is measure off 1 part A and 1 part B, and you'll be good to go. So today, we'll pour all this in here. And then we're just going to use a stir stick. We're not going to mix it with a blender or anything, just a stir stick to make sure that we don't add a bunch of air into the mix. Once we get it mixed up, we want to make sure that we're rolling this stuff out within 20 to 25 minutes. That way we make sure we don't have this stuff start to thicken up on us. After 30 to 40 minutes, it's going to start to really get thick, and then it'll gel. The nice thing about that is that it has a quick turnaround. So if you're doing restaurants or commercial areas where you have to have a quick turnaround, the poly-astic is really nice because you can get foot traffic on it within about 4 hours. This is a 2-gallon kit. We also make 2-quart kits. This 2-gallon kit should get us around 500 to 600 square feet on this troweled floor here. Now on the prep that we did on this floor, we did a light grind on it. Then we came back, we scrubbed it with a rotary floor scrubber machine and a nylon bristle brush attachment, and then we scrubbed it again, clean water rinses in between each scrub, and then we allowed it to dry out. Then we applied the Pro Dye Plus. So again, I've got both parts in here, part A and part B. We're just going to gently stir it with the stir stick. Then we're going to transfer it into a clean mixing vessel, and then we're going to be ready to go. Again, transferring it into a clean mixing container, make sure that if there's any part A or part B that's on the walls or on the bottom of the bucket, it is no longer trapped there. It's all completely mixed in here. Anything that is residual in here, I'm not worried about it because now I've got completely mixed material in this bucket and ready to go. The poly-astic has a bit of an amber appearance, but it's going to dry crystal clear, and it's going to dry to a very high sheen. We do not want to apply this material thick. Anything less than 200 square feet per gallon, and it's too thick. This is a thin build sealer, even though it's a 67% solid product. We want to make sure we do this and apply this in thin lifts, and that way you get the best strength and the best performance out of this product. All right, we're ready to go.